Hello, I'm Antonino. I am the co-founder of FieldVine. FieldVine is a mobile technology that helps contractors and property managers to manage their tasks more efficiently, communicate with people in the field, customers, and so forth, and most importantly, stay compliant with state and local building officials. That's the key. We've all seen this picture. We've probably got a little laugh or two about it. Well, the reality is I live this every day as an owner of a construction company, and it's no funny business. This costs money. Not getting information from the people in the field into the hands of decision makers costs thousands every day. And with each one of these people, it's between $200 and $400 per person per day. Not knowing if a permit is required or the inspections necessary can yield hefty fines, rework, and lost opportunities. And you say, how is it possible that a contractor who does what they do every day wouldn't know the difference or where they're supposed to be and what the requirements are? Well, let me give you an example. Here in Fort Walton Beach, we're going to use one Wedgewood lane. Like any other home sitting in the city. To give you an example here, the areas in green reflect the city and the municipality. So if you were going for a permit for a job, you would go to the city. Let's zoom in. If you notice here, there's a little gray pocket. That pocket is one Wedgewood lane. If you were to be performing construction services there, you'd actually be in the county. Believe it or not, that one home rests in the county. So you'd have to go to Shalimar to pull your permit versus the city of Fort Walton Beach. And get this, the inspections are different, and the forms that you have to fill out are different. Can you imagine what that's like for a contractor? Now I want you to take a second and just look at the green area surrounding all those borders. Now think about it from this perspective. The house just across the street. What house is it and where is it located? I live these challenges at every level. I was a project manager for the second largest home builder in the country, and I've owned my own construction company. It doesn't matter the size of your business. The reality is these are real challenges for contractors. Communication and compliance are key. In 2009, my wife and I, we started a small construction company, and by 2012, we had grown that business into over 3 states. We were covering a large geographic area. And if you can imagine what that communication was like, the challenges we had, and then knowing if a permit was needed or what the inspections were, or even what municipality we're in, it was crazy. So we went out, we searched for opportunities, solutions that were out there, and there wasn't anything. Here we are, my wife and I are on vacation in 2012, and if you think that's vacation, we actually asked somebody at the hotel desk, you know, you're a small business and you get to travel away from your home for the first time. That's big business, right? You get to move, you get to do something. Well, here we are, we're tethered to the hotel business center. And it was family that pointed out that we weren't on a vacation. And determined that we would have to find a solution and that this was not acceptable, we went to look for what was out there and there just wasn't anything. So we did what any entrepreneur in this room would do. We built it. We built FieldVine to meet the needs of every user, whether you're the person in the office or you're the person in the field. FieldVine fits your needs. The last 2 years, we've done a case study with Titus Titan Corporation. Titus Titan Corporation saw a 79% increase over the 2 years in their revenues, 31 additional jobs per year, the capacity increased, and ultimately 164,000 in the bottom line net revenues without ever having to hire one additional person. And it did so through process efficiency and process improvement. And FieldVine provided that for them. We currently have 65 users, over 32,000 communications between those users. So whether it's email or texting, whatever, those communications internally are kept and they're specific to a job. And we have 1,500 projects managed within FieldVine. Cecil here, he loves FieldVine for scheduling. He's a contractor, just like we were. You got Lou from Lowe's over here, a real name. Lou, he actually pulls up to your front door before he goes to sell you fences, windows, siding, decking. And he pulls up FieldVine to determine whether or not he needs to include a permit in his fee, therefore giving you a more accurate estimate and sounding more intelligent than the next guy. And then you have Christy here, who's managed over 800 homes in the old Air Force Base in Myrtle Beach. She can manage her business from anywhere, and we know exactly what that's like as a property manager. This is a big business. There's 2.5 million small and mid-sized service companies out there. They reflect 17 million employees, and most of which are in the field. And the crazy number is the 85% that do not use technology for managing their business. There's a real opportunity. And we're going after 5% of that marketplace. No one's taking it, we're going after it. In doing so, we yield a business that gives us a $19 million a month in recurring revenue. It's very real. Forbes says that 5 of the top 10 fastest small businesses growing are relevant to construction. And furthermore, they say that the additional outliers of construction are growing at a rate of double. I talked about not having a solution back when we were looking. These companies that were around, and they're still around, they're big, they're enterprise. This is for big companies that got big budgets. But the truth is they weren't even really mobile friendly, and they didn't have any compliance. Fast forward to today, and you've got companies that have engaged more mobile and made things more efficient for contractors. Kickserve and Jobber, they do a good job. But FieldVine is the future. FieldVine is the future because it takes the technologies, the very best of today, and applies those to the compliance piece that's built within FieldVine. Within FieldVine, there's 33,154 municipalities that I just showed you. Can you imagine that? Knowing where you are the second you enter a job. With FieldVine, you can. We've also, because that compliance was so important, we have a home history report that is second to none. And then ultimately within FieldVine, we've built a mechanism for growing internally and creating an online marketplace. Our pricing's simple. It's $99 a month for the first 3 users. We made it affordable because we want it to be in the hands of people that we know it can benefit. $15 a month for each additional user thereafter. Company of 7 is $159 a month. We get there by going after the low-hanging fruit. We understand the contractors. We know what their needs are, their challenges. We're going to them. But we know to grow our business is to scale. And to do so is to build those relationships with strategic partners. Alan Baggett here from BIA is a guy example of one of those organizations that we intend to build those relationships with. If you know Property Management Association, those are the ones we're looking for as we want to scale our business. And our technology helps us to actually grow organically. So the very customers and the users that are within FieldVine can become customers of additional projects. Now, I talked about how we got there at $19 million a month, but let me show you. It's 105,000 of these companies. It's a very real number. It's an achievable number. And to do so, we yield a $228 million a year business. I've got a fantastic team, a team that can make it happen. For Mark, an engineer at NASA for 3 years, myself, as a contractor for 10 years, I've been an entrepreneur nearly my whole life. Rebecca, property management for 15 years. She's also worked with C-level executives to make super important decisions. You've got Daniel. He makes the app look pretty. He makes it feel right in your hands, makes sense of things. And then you have Adam, who actually makes it work. And Adam comes from a company with a $185 million startup. He knows what he's doing. I have a fantastic team, and we can make this a reality. My wife and I have been blessed to be here. Fort Walton Beach and the leadership of Fort Walton Beach provided an opportunity for our company to grow, not just in scale, but to grow in all the things that were necessary. And what we want to do is we want to help the local businesses the same way FieldVine helped us. So rather than asking for money, I want to ask for people that you know. People that we can bring that value and that same benefit that's been documented and is real. FieldVine has helped our company to save time, money through efficiency and process improvement, and we know what it can do for local, small, and mid-sized service companies. We need your help. FieldVine has helped our company to do things we never expected we could ever achieve. Fort Walton Beach, you've helped us to do even more, to bring it to the future, and the future is now. Thank you.